Welcome again to Ham Radio Perspectives. I'm Quinn, K8QS.
And I'm Tom, W89TDD.
We're good buddies in the hobby a long time, and sometimes we love to have discussions about crazy things. And here's a crazy one, and I specifically told Tom I was not going to tell him in advance what this topic was about because I've been thinking about it. Get this, gang. Everything is going where the money is, all right? College sports, right? College sports. In college sports now you can make money, and the universities can make big bucks. Everything's going where the money is. And then as I read some stuff about ham radio, I hear people using this term radio sport, the sport of ham radio. So now, Tom, this has got me thinking that maybe all of us in ham radio can bring in a little extra cash, a little do-re-mi with sponsorships. We can sponsor our ham radio YouTube channels. We can sponsor contests. You know, you can have like the top 3 DX contest people sponsored, each of them by some outfit, giving the winner $10,000 or whatever. I tell you, we ought to bring capitalism into ham radio. What do you think, Tom?
I think there might be something in the FCC regulations that something about being a non-narrative hobby. Radio sport, by the way, happens to be a terminology in Europe for basically contesting, and they call it radio sport rather than contesting. But let's think about that a minute. How about asking for donations for a de-expedition?
What about that?
Okay, for is there some barren island in the middle of Lake Michigan that's never been set up for a de-exposition? We don't have to go to Bouvet Island. We don't have to go to somewhere in the Indian Ocean. Is there just someplace local we could go and ask for contributions to sponsor our de-expedition? If we've got any money left over, hey, so be it. We buy ourselves a new model 7300.
Yeah, or buying or being given equipment. Okay,
right.
So you outfits give you equipment. With most de-expeditions, the big ones today, I see they'll have all kinds of sponsors that include different companies that make equipment, and so we could have sponsors out there. So radio sport, that European or maybe British term that's come in now, is kind of interesting. I suspect that one way or another, even if the hobby is officially non-remunerative, we are going to see new ways that some kind of remuneration will be coming into the hobby. And it'll be interesting to follow that. I remember people saying it would never happen with college sports. Do you remember that?
Right. Until the NCAA got involved.
Yeah, right. So you never know, gang. It's possible. Tell us what you think down below. It's a crazy topic. And maybe you have comments already about how it appears that ham radio perspectives has become monetized because we've got this channel. And I assume that that YouTube is putting ads on there. And now I don't see the ads because I pay $10 a month or whatever it is. So I have the version of YouTube that I never see any ads. So I don't know what's going on. I hate to even think what the ads are for, given what our conversations are like. But it's out there. Remuneration is out there in one form or another. So let us know what you think. It's always fun to have some conversations with people in the comments, the chats below. My name is Quinn. My call sign is the famous K8 Queen Sugar.
And think about it, Quinn, if we get enough clicks on this video, we might make 32 cents. I'm Tom, W89TDD.
Yeah, and think of all the rigs we could buy with that. Wow, we can't even get a coax connector with that one. Terrible. 73, everybody.